Once again, would like to say a big thank you to everyone who joins us here every day at the Florida Maki YouTube channel. The likes, the shares, the subscribes, they all help. Engaging in the comment section, all of your thoughts and prayers and well wishes, especially this last week, getting over this, whatever it is, 2020 sniffles version. I'm over about 99.5% of it, but you can still hear it in the voice a little bit. Also, those of you who have been very, very patient over at the Patreon channel, thank you so much for that. We are going to have something up either tomorrow or the next day at the latest. Today is the perfect day to join, by the way. It's the last day of the month, so you get the entire full month for your $1. It's even less if you sign up for an entire year. Trust me, I've had a chance to kind of chill out on the couch and binge watch some things, and some thoughts have occurred to me that hadn't before. And sometimes getting caught up in running both channels, I don't get a chance to really do as much good, deep research as I would normally. So I have had a chance to catch up on The Walking Dead. Now, full disclosure, I hadn't watched this series since, like season 6. So it's like 5 years ago. I stopped watching it just because I just had lost interest in it. But being camped out on the couch, I figured, what the heck, let's see, where they've gone with the story. And I had a pen out and paper and was taking notes. And a thought occurred to me about these survival situation series, whether it was Colony, whether it was The Walking Dead, or any of your other favorite shows. When they're putting these shows together and they put together their survival groups, it's not really so much about the equipment. Now, it's an easy thing to do. Go look up ballistic weapons and different things that you would need to have to survive. That's easy to put all that together, and even if you had the wherewithal to provide all of this for every member of your group. When the lights go out, the reality of who people really are sets in, and you can give the wrong person the best equipment, and they are going to be a liability. They are going to be a liability. And they show this over and over again. They had developed these 4 different locations. Actually, there were 5. There was a place called Oceanside. And it showed the interplay of these 4 or 5 different areas. And they were always, of course, outnumbered by the zombies. And they were always needing this or needing that or needing the other. But it was always making the wrong choice about who to trust and who to not trust that caused them the biggest problems. Sorry about that. It was never a lack of tomatoes. It was never a lack of good fertile dirt to grow stuff in, or horses, or places to sleep, or the ability to bathe. It was never that stuff that people focus on so much. It was about trusting the wrong people. You can go to Google, and I just left the search page up here, bug out tactical survival gear, and you can just scroll through page after page after page after page after page, and you can buy as much of this as you want. You have the wrong people, you're screwed. These are the people that you need to get out of your group as soon as possible. And they're out there, trust me. I see them every day in the comments section, especially when I talk about things that make people uncomfortable. And strangely enough, they continue the story, and they're absolutely right about this. See, The Walking Dead years ago, there was, of course, when it first started, there was this little triangle between Rick and Lori and Shane. And that caused all sorts of heartache and grief. And these 2 guys were cops, and they went into the situation armed with the gear that police officers would have. You'd think that'd be a huge advantage. But it kept going. There was another few seasons later where this guy here had a crush on her, and they'd seen each other, but they broke up, and then she had a one nighter with this guy, and he was the town doctor, but then she got in a relationship with this guy, found out she was pregnant. All this kind of stuff, right? Normal life stuff. See, this kind of stuff is going to happen. But there's going to be people in your group that want to shame people and say, "Oh, I can't believe she did that," or "I can't believe he did that," or this other stuff. We need to get rid of that person. We can't have that around. Those are the people you need to get rid of. Not these people. Not the ones being human. Sorry about that. Not the ones being human. Human beings will make mistakes, and human beings will gravitate together for whatever reasons, and sometimes it's not all so perfect. I had put this collage together, and it dawned on me I didn't maybe explain it. See, in this particular case, this woman is giving this guy a kiss goodbye, and she's going to meet this guy, and, well, it's her handgun instructor. And that's their cover story. That's how they keep the arrangement quiet. I mean, he knows that, yeah, they're going to have handgun instruction and that they're also romantically involved. Okay, that's all between them. But you mark my words, there's going to be people out there that want to get involved in this. And they're going to say that that's a reason to not have this person or this other person in your group. Imagine getting rid of a handgun instructor. If you had the opportunity, a trained handgun instructor, and you got rid of him because of some squeamishness about something ridiculous going on that's really, truly nobody's business. This is what will cause more problems than anything else when the lights go out. Anybody with enough money can go buy everything they need. Now, I'm sure most people think, well, I wish I had more so I could buy more. There are going to be a lot of groups that survive on very little because they know how to get rid of these people and they know how to work together. You can get by with a lot less when everybody's on the same sheet of music and has a little bit of, mind your own business, and a little bit of humility and understanding and forgiveness and grace and mercy and all those kind of things. You take away any of that, though, and you have people out there that just want to stir the pot. That's what this whole thing was about. And it truly is the case, because you're already going to have the stress. People are going to be tired, and people are going to be dirty and worried about the future. And there are going to be those who want to swoop in and instill their version of what behaviors should and should not be. And they'll try to shame people. And they'll get out the Bible and start to thump it. And say, well, that was the reason that, Washington, D.C. failed, or, because they didn't, lay down a moral, righteous foundation. And you watch. If you have those people in your group, you need to get rid of them, keep them around. They're going to be the ones causing the problems, not these people. It's just human nature. When people get under stress, people will figure out a way to make it work. And some other people don't like that. And it's really sad, because you could look at every single one of the communities, every single one. If they had if there was a reason that it failed, or they had a problem, it was because they put the wrong people in charge, or they trusted someone they shouldn't. So before I lose my voice completely, I will leave it there. But once again, thank you very, very much. I appreciate it. All the support. And Like I said, if you disagree, if you think moralizing and shaming people is the way to go during a grid down situation, I'd like to hear the reasons why down in the comment section. Thank you. God bless. Like, share, subscribe. We'll see you guys next time.